John Breaker. John, are you like the inventor of this thing? This is the guy that actually invented this. Have you ever met an inventor before? You know, hey, what I want to tell you is John's just an ordinary guy who had a great idea. So, guys and gals, always keep dreaming. You never know what's going to pop into your head. Might have a great idea. So how about a big round of applause for my friend John Breaker?
All right, let's get this thing going here. All right, I'm going to say birdie, and I want you guys to say ball, okay? You guys ready? Birdie! Ball! Birdie! Ball! Birdie! Ball! All right. We're going to have some fun today, all right? That's Mr. Eddie Ainsworth, and Eddie is actually the biggest boss in the state with the professional golfers. Okay, so Eddie is the executive director of the PGA. Is that pretty cool? Okay, and he has come out here because his favorite thing in all of golf is getting kids interested in the most wonderful game in the world. Okay, so I want to see a show of hands. How many of you guys have ever been to a golf course? Okay, that's good. Okay? Okay, let's go. Not miniature golf, real golf course. Okay, well, that's great. So today, what we're going to play with is a little thing called a birdie ball. You've already said it. What does this actually look like?
A tube.
Looks like a tube, doesn't it? A lot of people think it looks like a napkin ring. But believe it or not, when you strike it with a golf club, it flies exactly like a golf ball. Okay, a golf ball actually spins in the air with reverse spin. Okay, so when a ball goes up in the air, the aerodynamics are reverse spin. Okay, so when you guys get into your groups today, and we're going to actually give you a brand new club to play with today, okay? It'll be fitted to your size. And we're actually going to play off of a little invention called the strike pad. This is a little board that has an illustration on it, and that illustration actually shows the proper swing path. Okay, so do you think hitting a golf ball is hard or easy? Okay. Some people think it's easy, some people think it's hard, but the most important thing is that you have certain attributes to the golf swing that you really practice over and over and over again. These gentlemen and ladies over here on my left, your right, are your instructors for the day, okay? They're actually going to teach you the proper grip. What does grip mean? How you set up on the club, right? So we're going to learn the proper grip. We're going to learn the proper way to stand. Okay, we're going to learn the proper ball position, where to put it in our alignment. We're going to learn a small swing and a big swing. What do you think the difference is between a small swing and a big swing? Goes higher, further? So a big swing goes higher and further? So a small swing, is a small swing important though? Okay, why is a small swing important? This the handsome blonde-haired kid right there. Okay. Absolutely. When you're closer to the hole, it's really important. Because in golf, sometimes we forget that it's about putting it in the hole, isn't it? Okay, so one of the things that birdie balls are really good for is practice your aim. Who knows what a slice is? Right here, slice. Somebody, right here.
A slice is kind of like hitting the ball off to the side.
Exactly. A slice is just like hitting the ball off to the side. And what happens with a slice typically is that it's not going where we want it to go, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and the same way with a hook, it's just a slice going the other direction, isn't it? So we can slice it or hook it, and sometimes that's what we want to do, but most of the time we want to hit it straight, right? So we're going to practice hitting it straight. We're going to practice aiming today. So we're going to aim at the little targets. Do you guys see these little targets? I've got one sitting right here. Okay, so your instructor is going to teach you grip, the stance, how to stand over the two dots on the strike pad, and then they're going to show you a small swing, okay? And the most important thing about the small swing is your aim. I want you aiming right at the targets, okay? All right. Now, a little bit on the administrative side. And this is really more for the Y teachers. Okay, we're going to break the classes up into youngest to oldest, and really you can keep them in your groups if you'd like. And the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the youngest kids and we're going to take them over here and we're going to get them fitted for a club. Now, one of the things that you guys have to do is keep your class organized by size, because each two youngsters are going to share a club. Okay, so today we have 8 stations of 18 pads. One person is going to hit in your pair. You're going to pair up. One person's going to hit in your pair. That person's going to hit 5 shots. And then we're going to sit down behind our friend and let him or her hit 5 shots, okay? Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so you're going to share a club. So if you're going to be sharing a club, you need to be about the same size. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so that's a little bit about the administrative. We're going to do youngest to oldest. We're going to take you down here 36 at a time and get you fitted for a club, and then take you to one of the stations, okay? And that's going to be 2 or 3 Y volunteers, and you're going to bring one of the PGA instructors with you, okay? Yep. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Eddie Ainsworth. And Eddie is the executive director again of the most wonderful game you guys will ever play.
All right, we got 3 rules today. You guys ready? Yeah. All right, I think we've talked way too much, okay? You guys ready to have fun? Yeah. All right, that's rule number 1, okay? Got to have fun. Rule number 2, you see how I'm holding the golf club? I actually have the head of the golf club in my hand, okay? The second rule of the day is we have to be safe, okay? What's your name?
My name is Kaylin.
Kaylin, nice to meet you. I'm Eddie. If I hit Kaylin with the handle of this golf club, probably not going to hurt her too much. If I hit her with this, it's just like a hammer. It hurt an awful lot. Okay, so we got to be safe. Don't swing the club unless you're up on the pad and it's your turn and your friend is behind you out of the way, okay? So that's first rule is we're going to have fun. The second rule we're going to have safe, or we're going to be safe. And then the third rule, it's one that I like to call a rule of life. It's a rule of golf. Now it's called the player is responsible for knowing the rules. Okay? All right? And I'll share that more with you later, because if I were you, I'd be tired sitting on that hill and I'd be ready to go. So everybody ready? Okay, so we're going to let your adult YMCA, are you guys volunteers? Workers? What do we call you? Staff. Staff. Counselors. There we go. I knew there was a proper term. We're going to let the counselors grab you by age and sort you and run through and everybody get a club. Now, if you swing left-handed, does everybody understand what it means left-handed? Do we have any left-handers in the group? We have a few left-handers in the group. We do have some left-handed clubs up front, and if they're real young and they don't really know, right-handed is the way to go. Okay? All right. So, what are we going to do? We're going to have fun. Everybody ready? All right, so we're going to let the counselors kind of run you guys through, and we'll get started. Thanks for coming today.
Take a picture.
Not yet. Time out for just 1 second.
Hey, I'm right here.
I'm going to give the next person